Do you suffer from perfectionism? Here's 3 signs that you might need to ease up on you.
I think that people should be able to achieve what they want and happiness without compromising who they are.
What does courage look like? Is having that fear and you still take the action anyway. Hi, I'm Alison Robertson. I'm a TV actress, a solution-focused life coach, and the author of the book ENOUGHNESS, The Simple Truth to Embracing You, which Forbes tapped as the top 7 books to help you help yourself. Now, if you like the content on my channel, which is all about the creative brain and how it works, plus I love to give tips and tools on how to have a confident life. Now, if you like that and you want to hear more about that, hit that like button, hit that subscription button, and be sure to reach out to me. Talk. See if you want to work with me or tell me what you want me to talk about. So let's jump in and see who's a perfectionist. Perfectionism is a real struggle. Perfectionism is when you don't accept a standard short of perfect. And perfectionism is a mindset. So here's one sign that you might be suffering from perfectionism, is that if you have a way of thinking that it is all or nothing, failure or succeed, that is a standard that is very hard to live by. So if you're living up to it has to be this way, black or white thinking, all or nothing, can you ease back on that and see your humanness, see your ability to fall in love with your failures, see how you could adjust instead of just always striving for that perfect moment, that perfect goal, that perfect execution, that perfect day? It's too much pressure on yourself. Perfect, there's a saying in acting that we say, perfect makes the best understudy, because it lacks creativity. A second sign that you're suffering from perfectionism is one of my favorites, and that is you should all over yourself. You should be doing this. You should pay this off. You should lose this weight. You should have that job. You should talk like this. You should behave like that. You should have clothes like that. You should live there. Stop shooting on yourself. Start believing in yourself, right? Should creates a pressure. Should tells us that we are already failing before we've even started. Should is a little critic over here saying, the choice you made was wrong. Why didn't you think of this? Why didn't you think of that? You should, you should, you should. No shoulding on yourself. Perfectionism is hidden in those details. So what I like to say is we like to reframe that to, I get to do something, right? As opposed to I have to or I should. So remember, I get to be healthier. I get to go to my job. I get to go to the grocery store. I get to pay my bills. There's a empowerment to that word where it gives you the power. You're in the driver's seat. You're the one making the decisions. Where should is a victim and a critic. See the difference? And the third one that might be a sign that you're a perfectionist is that you fear failure. Now that's a tough one, right? Because you're like, yes, Alison, but I want to reach my goals and I'm afraid if I don't get to them. That's different. That's wanting to obtain a dream. That's wanting to get somewhere. But when you fear the failure, what you're really fearing is the self-doubt, the insecurity, right? The shame and guilt that goes along with that. That's what fearing failure is about. Avoiding those painful feelings and emotions. Shame, self-doubt, guilt. They're all yucky feelings, but they go hand in hand with being perfect. Because if you're perfect, then you wouldn't experience those. And even as I say that, you can see how that just isn't a truth, right? We are human. And I've said it in a video weeks ago, and I'll say it today. We need to learn to love our failures because being human is part of a wonderful thing. And we make mistakes and we trip up, and being perfect isn't realistic. With perfectionism, that struggle is real. And that struggle does create a lot of stress for you. It's not an easy way to be, but it is something you can overcome with the correct mindset and being aware of what you're doing, being aware of those standards that you're setting out for yourself that are impossible to obtain. So I hope these 3 little indicators show you that maybe you should ease up on yourself. If you have an all or nothing way of thinking, if you're shoulding all over yourself, and if you have a fear of failure, I'm telling you that you are probably great just the way you are, with your successes and with your failures. So leave perfectionism out of it. Just do your best. Be proud of where you are. Be proud of what you're doing. Now, does that mean you might not want more? You might not want bigger things, bigger goals? Of course. But know that you're enough right here, right now, to have anything that you want. And believe in that. And leave perfectionism for something else. Thank you so much for watching. Now, if perfectionism is something you struggle with and you think that I can help you, click on the link. Set up a 15-minute discovery call. I'd love to see if I could help you. But if not, if you like what you saw here, hit that like button, hit that subscription button, and I will see you next week.